big question today is grammar important? Well, certainly it's important. But in what context? Let's take a look at this. When you learned your native language, did your parents sit down with you and a big grammar book and explain the grammar to you? I don't think so. You learned your native language by listening to your mother and father and imitating them and the people around you. You only learned grammar when you finally got to school and they started explaining all of those complex things that you were doing naturally. So in the context of learning English, what's really important is practice. Practice and more practice. Imitating the people around you like you did mom and dad and the others when you were a child. Grammar is not important in the sense that it's not a rule or a guide for you to follow when you're learning a language. It's important in the sense that it explains the context, it explains the mechanics of the language that you're using. Grammar is a post-learning explanation of why you're doing things the way that you're doing them, of why you're saying what you're saying, of why you're writing what you're writing, and why you're reading what you're reading. Even more importantly to keep in mind, grammar shouldn't be something that should dissuade you or make you feel afraid of making mistakes, which is more often than not what happens. A lot of people come to me and say, I have to study grammar. No, you don't have to study grammar. You have to practice English and learn English naturally. Grammar is after the fact. It helps you to understand. If grammar for you is a problem, relax. Learn, make mistakes. Mistakes are an important part of the learning process. In fact, there is no learning without making mistakes. So go out there, make as many mistakes as you want. Just learn how to correct yourself, because other people correcting you doesn't really work. The objective here is to improve your English, not necessarily through studying grammar. Of course, we'll look at grammatical issues and explain them. So each week, I'm giving you something to practice, and it's up to you to do it. You have to make it your own.